What's up, guys? Back on the Konosuba video, and this video is going to be rather interesting to talk about. I figured I should probably get this out sooner than later, and since it was another busy day, I'm just gonna go ahead and record this one before I record any of my other videos. This one I feel like is one of the more important videos, so stick around for I guess the TED Talk of where Konosuba is going. Their practices, I guess, would be the right term for it, and what I personally think is going to happen and the unfortunate side effects of that. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. A bunch of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it'd help me out a bunch if you just hit that subscribe button and yeah, enjoy the Konosuba content. But let's get into the video. So as you guys know, we literally just had our first anniversary. Right here is, from my knowledge, the JP timeline of what banners came out. They had Melissa first before their anniversary, and there's a couple things we got way early. How that plays into how global is going is, as you know, we had the swimsuit banner pretty early. It was like our first banner basically. They had their swimsuit banner. There's the onsens, there was snow, pajamas, casinos, casino again, theater, maid again, the academy, Axel Hearts with Leah, ballroom, and then they had swimsuits, right? So clearly the global version is pretty hard pressed on keeping their limited banners where they're at. So for stuff like Halloween and Christmas, regardless of like how OP the characters are or whatnot, we are getting the characters that we're supposed to get when those holidays or times of the year roll around. So Melissa, we get Melissa, right? And we know we are getting Kempo Wiz, which we already got Komiko, so Kempo Wiz is next. Fair, right? They then had two more banners, which are the uniform ones, which we already got. Then they had Ninja Chris, right? Well, on the global version, the banner after is, I believe, Kempo Wiz, and then we were getting Kazuma, and then Chris, right? So disregarding Chris, after Kempo, Wiz, they got 1, 2, Damachi, so 3, 4 would be ninjas, 5 would be PJs, and then the 6th banner, 7th, right, without Chris, but we're getting back to that, is Kazuma. So instead of getting 2 banners before Kazuma after anniversary, they got a lot more than we did. Of course, there's like Damachi and stuff, so there's like more limited banners, but there is banners to save a bit more. Kazuma was the 1.25 anniversary character. They pretty much chop it up into 4s, so it'd be anniversary, right? Then 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2. The next fest we are gonna get should be Wiz and Megumi for 1.5. However, if they decide to do it once a month, it'll be in October. Hopefully they don't. The issue with that is now that we are getting Chris, which is right here, that means next month in October we would get maybe these ninjas, more PJs, so PJ Komiko, Aru, the Predator Hunter, Melissa, and Mitsurugi. Then there's Casino Wiz. There we already have these swimsuits. There's Yakata, which looks like fireworks, 4 stars. Miru, which is a whole nother thing to get into. They had the Yakata 2, and then they had the 1.5 anniversary, and then Veneer, right? We have Maid 3, which, oh geez, Butler, Axel Hearts 2, Halloween, PJs, into Overlord. Now, Overlord was quite a bit of ways after 1.5. Overlord for us should be in November, so that's 2 months away, right? Issue with that is once we get done with Kazuma in October, there is of course the Halloween banners. I believe they are down here more. Yes, so Halloween. Halloween this year should be Aqua, Mia, Welfare Amy, Erica, Komeko, and Mel, I believe is what they're going with. I'm just gonna call her Miru slash Mel. So the issue with the 3-star Mel, meaning they have to release the 4-star version before we get this one, because obviously we wouldn't have a 4-star version and they're not just gonna give us a 3-star. So we have to have Miru's banner before then. So that's one banner for next month already, right? Typically they have around like 4-ish banners, one a week, I guess is what they're going for. So that's Miru's already one of them, right? Sometime before next month, October, so probably at the beginning of October, so they can get the free one to us, right? Meaning they're gonna shove 2 or so banners at us beforehand. If they are fully committing to the festival month, which is going to be a disaster, that means we would get Miru, which is extremely good and pretty much replaces Cosma. We'd get Megami and Wiz, right? So that's those 2 banners. There's a lot of filler they could hit us with, but then the month after that would be Overlord in November. And a rough thing about that, I'm pretty sure, where is he? There is a free veneer. I believe he's the New Year's one, if I'm not mistaken, which is not on here. Meaning they also have to throw veneer at us sometime either before Overlord or after Overlord, so we can get the 3-star version of him as well. So that's already Overlord, Veneer, Miru guaranteed before the end of the year. If they want to throw the fest at us, that's 1.5 anniversary characters, kind of weird, would be Wiz and Megumi. Limited banners, of course, are the Halloween, so there's 2 Halloween banners. So that's, you know, I don't know if that's going to be into November or not. Yeah, you can see how there's not too much room for much else to shove in there. We have how many banners between Overlord and where we're at? They have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9 banners that are not Veneer, Miru, Overlord, or banners we have already got. 9 banners in before New Year's, which New Year's banner, I'll count that as well. That means, let's say they shove in 2 a month. You can see how it's going to get a little tricky. Certain characters are going to be shoved later out. Even not counting the Wiz Megumi. It's gonna be rather interesting. They're kind of shoving everything at us at once so they can stick to their schedule. Personally, I think it would have been a lot better if we got Cosmo in like January, right? That would have been made more sense. They would have been able to throw in like the I wouldn't say these characters are bad, but kind of like the, you know, not the most desirable banners that are in the general pool, and then we could get Miru, Veneer, Overlord, and whatnot, the October Halloween banners. Very concerning thing. Now, main issue, summon-wise, is we're getting Miru, Veneer, Halloween, which I don't remember the Halloween units being super crazy off the top of my head. I'd have to double check them. But they are limited, so of course people want to summon for limited stuff, and a collab. Let's go ahead and pull up Thankfall's tier list real quick. Let me move it. So, we have Aqua right here, right? Chris is 1.75. So if they do a fest of month, she would be not. So Cosmo would be September, October would be Wisdom Megami, and November would be Chris. I really doubt they're gonna do it once a month, but I mean, them giving us Cosmo now is a little, okay. That would mean Chris is like a must summon, and Chris would fall in the same month as Overlord. And as you can see on the tier list for JP, Overlord Irons is A plus. He gets kind of kicked out by the legendary Aru. The legendary characters, so Aqua and Darkness, are 1 year anniversary. Cosma is 1.25. He is an A. Then we get Wiz and Megumi. I believe Wiz is right here, and Megumi is up here in S minus. Then we get Chris, which is S plus, and then after that we get Yin Yin and Aru. And I believe the one after that, if I'm not mistaken, is Cicely and Aru. As you can see, most of the legendary characters are in S or S plus. There's a few in A, but they're overall some pretty good characters, especially the ones that we are getting after Wiz and Megumi. So you're probably gonna want to summon on those, and that's the issue, is if they are shoving them down with it already, even if it's a month or 2 months, that's way too quickly. We're not gonna be able to summon on all of them. Plus, we're gonna have, Overlord, which is a one-time thing, and as much as I love the legendary units, I'm gonna want to get all the Overlord characters because they just don't come back, and we're not gonna get another chance to get them. The other thing that's rough is, since we're getting Vernier and Meru, which are in S because they're really good, that's another banner we're gonna have to skip. I understand they're in the general pool, but I'm sure of you who don't have Melissa, when the next Earth Arena comes around, you're going to be kind of struggling to get those high scores just because Melissa is so good, and she's an S. So we're going to have a lot of high value banners. The free-to-play players are going to have to struggle and skip. Unfortunately, I do recommend that you skip Cosma and just don't summon on anything this month, and try to save up for Overlord just in case they decide to give us Chris really early. It's going to take quite a bit of quartz to grab both the Overlord banner characters. Yes, there are 2 different Overlord banners, and if we happen to somehow get Chris around the same time because they're just shoving Fest down our throat, yeah, you're going to have a rough time if you are free to play. So you can kind of see my concern with this. I think they're going a little bit too quickly. We definitely have the banners to spare to fill in the gaps. No reason we should have got Cosmo this early. They could have, pushed back Chris, Melissa if they really wanted to, and just give us less value banners. Maybe throw in Melissa right now, and then give us, 2 random banners. Let me pull up the JP again. All right, there we go. They could have give us the casino Wiz, or they could have gave us some PJ units, or these ninjas. They could have given us something to fill in the gap between characters who are insanely good and characters who are not insanely good. If you're free to play, it's gonna be very rough. Currently I am, I've spent money on the game, but currently I'm not spending money on the game right now, so it's gonna be a little rough for me as well. So I do feel you guys. Let me know in the comments your concerns about this. Hopefully I explained it somewhat well. It's a bit wonky getting information from different places. As of right now, we don't know if we're getting the legendary / the festival characters every month. Next month will kind of be the deciding factor of how global it's going to go. I know there was a Taiwanese version that had a collab every 4 months. They were kind of rushing it along, and apparently that didn't go too well for them. The free-to-play players obviously struggled quite a bit. I will be making a update video on this once we get next month's, which will be the October sneak peek. That should have at least the 2 Halloween banners in it. If we end up getting a fest in there as well, definitely gonna make a follow-up video on this, and there will probably be a huge community outcry. There already is, from what I've seen. A lot of players have shown their disfortune comfort. English is hard. Anyway, many players have shown that they're not too happy with this change. I really hope Nexon slows it down a bit, or gives us more free-to-play quartz. I doubt they're going to do the second one, but I can definitely see a lot of players not wanting to play Konosuba if this is how they're going to go forward. Personally, I really do like the game, so I hope that they decide to, slow it down a bit. I don't think I'll quit Konosuba over this, but it's definitely gonna be hard to make content without spending a decent amount of money to grab more of these characters. Definitely not gonna have that many showcases going forward, unless I just get really lucky and throw like one multi and get the unit. But other than that, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. You know, I'm sure no one's happy with this change, but there might be a few of you who spend a lot of money who just want the character sooner. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, of course, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch y'all in the next Konosuba video.